Hello, and welcome to Elite's Daily Counter Insurance Training. We're excited to have you join us as a valued partner. In this session, we'll cover everything you need to know about offering Elite's Daily Counter Insurance to your renters. Together, we'll protect your business, provide exceptional service, and minimize risks. Here's what we'll cover today. 1. How to sell insurance to renters. 2. How to log rentals using the Elite Rental Insurance Portal. 3. What to do in the event of an incident or claim. 4. Tips for selecting the right renters and avoiding unnecessary claims. By the end of this session, you'll have the confidence to make Elite Counter Insurance an essential part of your rental operation. Let's dive in. Let's start by understanding what Elite Insurance offers and why it's so important for your business. When renting out vehicles, 2 things are critical. 1. Protecting your fleet. 2. Ensuring your renters are covered. Elite Counter Insurance provides peace of mind by handling unexpected incidents so you can confidently rent to a broader range of customers. Here's what Elite's insurance includes. 1. Liability coverage, or RCLI, Renters Contingent Liability Insurance. RCLI protects renters who don't have their own liability insurance. It covers damages they might cause to third parties and ensures compliance with state-mandated minimum requirements. As low as $15.50 per day for economy cars and $59 per day for luxury and exotic cars, it's a simple way to meet legal requirements and protect renters. 2. Collision coverage, known as SPW, which stands for Supplemental Physical Damage Warranty, protects your vehicles against damage, theft, or total loss during the rental period. Pricing is based on vehicle value and ranges from around $20 per day for lower-valued economy cars to nearly $400 per day for exotic cars. 3. Personal effects insurance. This optional coverage protects renters' belongings, such as luggage and clothing, against theft or damage. It's only $3 per day for you, and you can resell it at $4.99 or higher, adding extra revenue to your business. 4. Comprehensive vehicle protection. Elite also covers incidents like theft and vandalism. Elite Counter Insurance helps you confidently say yes to more customers, whether they're international visitors or locals without personal insurance. Now that you understand what Elite Insurance offers, let's talk about setting up your operation for success. Here are the key steps you need to follow. Step 1. Rental contracts and insurance agreements. Every rental requires 3 critical documents. 1. Your rental contract, which outlines the rental terms and conditions. 2. The Elite Insurance Agreement, where renters confirm their insurance coverage. 3. The Elite Counter Insurance brochures for each corresponding coverage your renter has purchased. The Elite Insurance Agreement is non-negotiable. Without this signed document, Elite cannot process claims. Think of it as your safety net, ensuring both you and the renter are protected. Your staff should fill out the vehicle details, rental contract number, and renter's information. The renter needs to review the agreement, initial each section, and sign at the bottom. A helpful tip: don't let renters fill out the form themselves. This can lead to errors or missing details, which could cause issues during a claim. Always have your staff handle the details for accuracy. For high-value vehicles, we require adding a thumbprint to the Elite Rental Agreement Supplement document. This is an extra layer of security and helps verify the renter's identity. Thumbprint ink pads are inexpensive and a great tool for luxury or exotic rentals. Once the paperwork is complete, log the rental online or from your mobile phone in the Elite Insurance Portal at eliterentalinsurance.com/portal. Here's what you'll need. Vehicle details. VIN, last 6, make, model and year. Renter details, name, contact info and rental period. Coverage selections. Submit the form and you'll receive an email confirmation. This email serves as proof that the rental is insured. We will charge your credit card on file at the time of the sale. To help renters make informed decisions, provide Elite brochures or digital materials at the counter. These resources explain coverage options in detail and are easy to reference. Finally, remember to emphasize the convenience and peace of mind that Elite Insurance provides. You can say things like, adding insurance takes the stress out of renting. You're fully protected and won't have to worry about unexpected costs. This coverage ensures that if something happens, you're covered and can focus on enjoying your trip. An essential part of the Elite insurance process is ensuring that renters receive the corresponding brochures for the coverage they've purchased. These brochures provide detailed explanations of the insurance products, including their benefits, terms, and claims procedures. They're designed to help renters fully understand the protection they've chosen, building trust and transparency. Providing these brochures isn't optional. It's a mandatory requirement. Each renter must receive the brochures for the coverage they've purchased, whether it's RCLI, Renters Contingent Liability Insurance, SPDW, Supplemental Physical Damage Warranty, or PEI, Personal Effects Insurance. This ensures compliance with Elite's guidelines and provides renters with the necessary documentation to understand their coverage. As a rental operation, you have 3 options for distributing these brochures. First, you can email the PDF files to renters. After the rental agreement is completed, you can email a copy of each relevant brochure to the renter. This is a quick and eco-friendly option that ensures the renter has the materials digitally for easy reference. Second, you can print the brochures in color at your office. If you have a color printer, you can print the brochures in-house. Be sure to fold them properly so they match the professional tri-fold design. This option allows you to provide physical copies immediately. Third, you can order professionally printed brochures. For the most polished presentation, you can request the high-resolution, print-ready versions of the brochures from Elite. These can be sent to a professional printer who will produce high-quality, pre-folded brochures. This option creates a professional image and is ideal for busy operations. Whichever method you choose, it's critical that renters receive these brochures for each type of coverage they purchase. Here's why this step is so important: clear communication. The brochures explain the details of the coverage in plain language, ensuring renters understand what is and isn't covered. Transparency. Providing the brochures demonstrates that you're upfront about the terms of the insurance. This builds trust and reduces misunderstandings or disputes later. Support for claims. The brochures include instructions on how to file claims, what documentation is required, and where to send it. This makes the claims process smoother for both you and the renter. For operations that frequently rent vehicles, having professionally printed brochures on hand can make a big difference. Displaying these brochures at your counter not only looks professional, but also reinforces your commitment to providing clear, comprehensive information to every customer. Remember, providing brochures is a required step for every rental where Elite Insurance is sold. Whether you email them, print them, or order professionally made brochures, this simple action goes a long way in creating a positive rental experience and maintaining compliance. Accidents happen. It's an unavoidable part of the rental business, but how you handle them can make all the difference. Elite Insurance provides you with the tools and support you need to process claims smoothly, but it's critical that you and your team follow the proper steps when an incident occurs. Let's walk through everything you need to know about managing incidents and claims. Step 1. Ensure the renter reports the incident immediately. When a renter contacts you to report an accident, make it clear that timing is everything. The sooner they notify you, the faster you can begin documenting the claim. If the renter delays reporting, critical details could be lost, which may complicate the claims process. Explain to renters that they need to call local law enforcement. A police accident report or a police incident report is mandatory for all claims. Let renters know that Elite cannot process claims without this documentation logged with the police department. If they're unable to get an accident report, for example, in cases of minor damage or a stolen vehicle, they must still file an official incident report with law enforcement. Gather all relevant information. Encourage the renter to document the scene by taking photos of any damage, exchanging information with other parties involved, and noting the exact time and location of the incident. Step 2. Collect the required documentation. Once the renter has notified you, your team must ensure all the necessary paperwork is in order. For Elite to process a claim, you'll need to provide the police report or police incident report. Without this, the claim cannot proceed. Stress to renters that this step is non-negotiable: the signed Elite insurance agreement. This document confirms the renter's coverage and must be filled out completely before the rental began. The rental contract. This provides additional details about the rental period, vehicle information, and terms of the agreement. Step 3. Submit the claim to Elite Insurance. Once you have all the required documentation, log into the Elite Insurance portal and submit the claim. Elite works with licensed adjusters who will review the details, investigate the incident, and determine the payout. The adjusters rely on your thorough documentation to process claims quickly and fairly. Here's an important reminder: the faster you submit the necessary information, the faster the claim will be resolved. Encourage your staff to prioritize gathering and submitting these details as soon as possible. Step 4. Communicate with the renter. Throughout the process, it's important to keep the renter informed. Let them know what to expect during the claims process, and reassure them that Elite Insurance is handling their case with care. Clear communication helps build trust and reduces frustration, even in difficult situations. For example, you can say, "We've submitted the necessary documentation to Elite Insurance. A claims adjuster will review everything and contact you if they need more information. As soon as the claim is resolved, we'll update you on the next steps." Step 5. Be prepared for common situations. Let's look at a few scenarios you might encounter. Theft of the vehicle. In this case, the renter must file a police report immediately. You'll also need to provide Elite with any tracking or GPS information available for the vehicle. Damage caused by another party. If a third party is involved, ensure the renter exchanges contact and insurance information with them. Elite adjusters will use this information to assess liability. Unreported damage. If damage is discovered after the rental is returned, you'll need documentation from the pre- and post-rental inspections to support your claim. To summarize, handling incidents and claims effectively comes down to 3 key steps. Report. Ensure the renter contacts law enforcement and files a police report immediately. Collect all required paperwork, including the Elite Insurance agreement, rental contract, and police report. Submit. Use the Elite Insurance portal to file the claim and provide any additional details requested by the adjuster. By following these steps, you'll ensure a smooth claims process that protects your fleet, serves your renters, and maintains trust in your operation. One of the most effective ways to protect your business and reduce the risk of claims is by carefully selecting the right renters. While Elite Insurance provides excellent coverage for your fleet, the best strategy is to avoid problems before they happen, and that starts with renting to qualified, trustworthy customers. Let's start with what makes an ideal renter. These are the customers you should actively seek out: experienced drivers. These are individuals with a history of regular driving, such as locals who own or have recently owned a vehicle. Clear and valid identification. Always ensure their driver's license is valid and matches their personal information. Thumbprinting is required for all vehicles valued above $75,000. International visitors with valid licenses. Many foreign tourists are excellent renters, especially if they're traveling for business or leisure. On the other hand, there are some clear red flags to watch out for. Here are signs that someone may not be a good fit. Lack of driving experience. Renters who primarily use public transportation, bicycles, or rideshare services may not have the driving skills needed to handle a rental vehicle safely. Unprepared or evasive behavior. If a renter seems unsure about their plans, gives vague answers, or tries to avoid questions, this is a cause for concern. Signs of intoxication or impairment. Never rent to anyone who appears under the influence of alcohol or drugs. This is a legal and safety issue that cannot be ignored. Rude or aggressive behavior. If a renter is difficult to work with during the reservation process, they may cause problems later. It's important to remember, you're under no obligation to rent to someone who doesn't feel like the right fit. Trust your instincts. If a renter gives you a bad vibe, it's better to say no than to risk a potential accident or frivolous claim later on. Let me be clear, this isn't about being overly critical or unfair. It's about protecting your business. Turning away a renter who seems unqualified or problematic is not just acceptable, it's responsible. Diligence is key when selecting renters. The decisions you make at the counter directly impact your risk of claims and the overall safety of your operation. By taking the time to assess each renter carefully, you'll significantly reduce the chances of accidents, damage, or frivolous claims. Here are a few tips to ensure you're choosing the best renters. Ask questions. A simple conversation can tell you a lot about a customer. For example, what brings you to the area? How often do you rent cars? Are you familiar with driving this type of vehicle? Pay attention to their answers and demeanor. If something feels off, trust your instincts, verify their documents. Always double-check that the renter's driver's license is valid, current, and matches their reservation information. Set clear expectations. Let renters know they'll be responsible for following all terms of the rental agreement and insurance coverage. This reinforces the importance of responsible driving. By renting to the right customers, you're not only protecting your fleet, but also setting the stage for positive rental experiences. Remember, Elite Insurance is here to support you, but your diligence at the counter is the first line of defense. Thank you for completing Elite Insurance training. By offering Elite's daily counter insurance, you're not just protecting your business. You're setting it up for long-term success. Let's take a moment to recap the key benefits. First, let's talk about revenue. Offering Elite Insurance can increase your overall revenue by as much as 30%. Every insurance product you sell, whether it's liability coverage, collision coverage, or personal effects insurance, adds to your daily income. This means that for every renter, you're not just earning from the rental itself, you're also creating additional revenue streams. Second, Elite Insurance gives you a major competitive edge. By offering insurance at the counter, you can say yes to customers that your local competitors may have to turn away. You can also compete with national brands like Hertz, Budget, and Enterprise, meeting the needs of renters who don't have their own insurance. This ability to attract more customers is a game changer for independent rental businesses. Finally, Elite Counter Insurance helps you build trust and loyalty with your customers. When renters know they're fully protected, they feel more confident choosing your company. This translates into positive reviews, repeat business, and a stronger reputation in your market. By following the steps outlined in this training, you'll protect your fleet, boost your profits, and set your business apart from the competition. Elite Insurance is here to support you every step of the way. If you have questions or need assistance, don't hesitate to reach out. We look forward to working with you and helping your business thrive. Thank you, and let's make this partnership a success.